Oh, fuck you.
Back here on the range, still some more, recap of WrestleMania 26. And here we have what we call it, the World Heavyweight Championship with Edge and Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho winning the match.
What you think about that, Wes?
I was really surprised by this because I believe that all three of us actually picked Edge to win that match, I believe. Where's Chris?
No, sir.
You did not? Oh.
Chris picked Chris Jericho.
Well.
This is one of the
matches,
the few matches I got wrong.
Well, I definitely know that Brandon and I picked Edge to win because we thought it would be a typical WrestleMania moment. And, hey, I want to give props to Vince McMahon for this because he shocked me. And I'm sure he shocked a lot of other people as well. And this is interesting, though. I agree, this is a big shocker.
He didn't shock me at all. Of course, one heel had to win the retain since both heels came in with the title. Of course, I picked both heels to win it, but obviously that was wrong. You'll see that later on. But Jericho, of course, he's not a transitional champion, Brandon. So I see Jericho holding this. Hopefully, I hope he holds it till at least till SummerSlam. I guess the rivalry of Edge and Jericho will, continue, which I really don't want to see. But I guess there's really nobody else on the SmackDown roster as of now that they can just throw in there. Hopefully, if they didn't have the tag team Morrison and R-Truth, I wouldn't mind seeing Morrison get catapulted up there, fight Jericho. I think that could be a good feud.
Mm-hmm. Next we have Vincent Kennedy McMahon versus Bret the Hitman Hart, or was it? And Bret won with a little help from his family.
Yes. Although I was surprised.
Called it.
I was very surprised that Vince actually brought out the Hart Foundation. Although I haven't seen them much on SmackDown or Raw actually because they haven't been shown much. And then to bring them suddenly into this calamity and suddenly to just turn on Vince pretty much and just support the family like they should. It was very respectful, and I definitely enjoyed that because also the Hart family was around the ringside as well, and it was a very good setup for a victory for Bret the Hitman Hart. And it brought closure.
This had to be the worst match on the card as far as how it played out. This match was pitiful. It was stupid and it was boring. It could have been all right. Vince said that he paid off the Hart family to turn their backs on Bret. They should have left it at that right there. And then just let it play out rather than Bret Hart getting on the mic and you know how they always talk about how the Hart family always turns on each other and all that. They should have never let Bret say all that and then, they told me about what you did and, they told me you're playing this and, they're turning their backs on you now, so now you screwing yourself and all that. They should have let that play out rather than Bret Hart telling the ending of the match. That's what I feel.
Next, we have the 10 Diva match. The true wrestling match of the whole card. Victory Guerrero's team winning. Chris, what you got to say about that, man?
At this point in time during the pay-per-view, I went home and heated me up some pizza from Pizza Hut that I had ordered previously. So by the time I got back, which only took about 4 minutes, the match was already over and Batista was already on the rope posing for cameras. So all I know is, from what I read, that Vicky paid tribute to Eddie by doing the frog or hog splash since she's a heel, but whether or not she paid tribute to her late husband, and I guess that was a pretty good moment. But other than that, the match stunk.
I didn't even watch it. I just did something better and more productive.
Only one word, terrible. Anyway, we have the WWE Championship, Batista versus John Cena. And, as usual, John Cena wins. Chris.
With this, John Cena, it's the crowd. He's a crowd favorite. Well, a children's favorite. So I guess
Your friend Ashley's favorite too.
I don't care about her. I guess they just, I don't know. Cena, I don't even know if Cena, has Cena ever lost at WrestleMania?
Once.
Yeah.
Triple threat. I think so.
I don't even know if he's lost at WrestleMania. We'll have that on you for shots out of thumbs down. But I don't know. I don't believe Cena has lost at WrestleMania. He might have, but he always wins in pay-per-views, damn near. But I don't know. Cena really just doesn't lose too often, which kind of upsets me. You know, I mean, in order to be a great wrestler or have perceived to be a great wrestler, you got to win some and lose some. You can't always win the big ones, and that's how they book them up to be. But I mean, I guess that's what, you know, Vince is all about the buck. So I mean, with his victories come more merchandise sales. So hey.
It's all about the money, and no matter how you look at it, fan support is always what WWE and what Vince looks at, and that person that makes the most money earns the belt pretty much. You know, it's not about if it's right or wrong, or if it's about ratings or anything. It's about money, and it's still a corporation. They still have to earn their paychecks, and they still have to earn sales. So. However, though, I don't see John Cena holding on to that title very long. I see another screwing in the process by said Vince McMahon. And Batista will get a rematch, I'm sure. So.
Alrighty. Final match. The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. And all I got to say is 18-0.
This match here, pretty predictable, of course. You know, they built it up to make it seem like it was going to go either way. But, of course, the Undertaker streak is just something that I guess just won't be touched. I'm guessing. Of course, I wanted to see it broken, but I did pick Undertaker to win. But the match, which would be another topic for discussion later on, I think this match was better than last year's match. I truly believe so. Because there's no reason why, there's nothing you can tell me about last year's match which made it outdo this year's match, except the fact that it came first. Other than that, there's nothing you can tell me why that match last year was better than this year's match. And I'm just leave it at that, open for discussion in the future.
I definitely loved this match. It was great to watch. I did not have the pleasure that y'all had of watching last year's match with Undertaker and HBK at WrestleMania 25. And after watching this one, I thought it was probably one of the best matches they've ever put on. Of course, I hadn't seen 25, so I had to throw that one out. But the fact that they did at least 4 times of their finishing moves upon each other, and they're still able to kick out. I don't know if they played that or if they actually just had the heart and the actual will to keep the match going. That was incredible, I think. And Brandon, you mentioned earlier, before we started the show, that the last tombstone pile driver that The Undertaker did, he actually jumped and put a lot of emphasis on it by that move, and he pretty much closed the door. And so, yeah.
That was the most crucial tombstone pile driver. But next, we got more on the range. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the range. And here with shout out and thumbs down. Start off